to Smart Syllabus, dear students. As you all know, we are solving a maths question paper which is released for the Sslc standard, and it was released from your board itself. So till now, from this particular question paper, we have covered 16 questions. So you might have seen the last second video. So we have already 2 videos uploaded already related to this particular series. So if you have not yet watched those 2 videos, the link is in the description. From there you can follow the answers. So today, from this video, we'll be continuing the 2-mark questions. So this is Roman number 3. Okay, let's begin now. Okay, this is 2022-23 SSLC board model question paper. So as you all know, in the previous 2 videos, we have covered many type of concepts, so many ideas, many new ways of solving a particular question and easiest methods. So many things we have discussed. If you have not yet seen those videos, link is in the description. From there, you just go on. Okay, now we'll continue with the 17th question. So from here onwards, 2 more questions begin in your question paper now. Okay, the first question is under the 2-mark question section. Solve the given pair of linear equations, and the linear equations are 2x plus y is equal to 7 and x minus y is equal to 2. Okay, dear students, before solving such questions, there is some important information which I need to give related to this type of question. So the first important thing is this type of question, that solving a pair of linear equation, this type of question is going to be 100% question for your final examination. So do practice this type of questions. Now the second one, that which is very important, because still many students have certain confusion from this topic. So for that reason, this second point is going to be a very important point for you all. As you all know, in the pair of linear equations, we have to solve these linear equations, we have 3 methods. One is that is elimination, second one is that's substitution, and the third one is by cross multiplication. So for your kind information, just check this question once again. Solve the given pair of linear equations. So dear students, if not mentioned over here that which method you have to use to solve these 2 particular equations, it means you have full freedom to solve these 2 equations. You can use any method in which you are the best one. So my suggestion is elimination, because elimination takes less time, plus you will get the answer in a easiest way. So that's why I refer elimination method. Not like that substitution and the cross multiplication is a difficult one. Although they are easy, but they take a little bit extra time. So we no need to waste time in final exam. That's why we are using elimination method. So let's solve this question with the elimination method now. So solution. So first copy these given equations. First one is 2x plus y is equal to 7, and the second one is x minus y is equal to 2. Now, as you can see, this is plus y and this is minus y. It means by adding these 2 equations, we can get the value of x. Therefore, we can call this one as equation 1 and call this one as equation 2. Now, 1 plus 2. Okay, we have to add these 2 equations. Why I'm going to add these 2 equations? Because the y is having, in one equation is having plus, and in the second equation is having minus. It means when these variables have the same coefficient, these variables, if they have an opposite sign, we have to add. If they have a same sign, in the sense even though their coefficients are same, and if they have a same sign, plus plus or minus minus, in such case we have to subtract the equations. Hope you know all these methods. Now just revision is going on. Okay, we'll add these 2 equations now. So 2x plus y is equal to 7, and this one x minus y is equal to 2. So we have to add these 2 equations. Now 2x plus x, and when you're adding the equations, no need to change the sign over here. Okay, so 2x plus x is going to be 3x, then plus y minus y, so they have opposite sign, so just they get cancelled. Now here 7 plus 2, it will be 9. Now we need the value of x, so for that x is equal to 9, just cross multiply this 3, so this comes in the denominator. You can divide these 2 numbers now. So 3 ones are and it's going to be 3 3s are. Therefore, x will be equal to 3. It means we have found the value of x. It's given. Solve the pair of linear equation. Solve the equations or linear equations. It means find the value of x and y. So we found the value of x now. It means only finding the value of y is remaining now. So to do that, either you can select 1 or 2. My suggestion, go for first one because the second one is having a minus sign. It's not like that. It's going to be difficult. You may forget while changing the sign. That's why I suggest use this equation. So now from equation 2. So what we have in the 2? It's 2x plus y is equal to 7. Then 2. We have a value of x already. So just substitute it. X is 3. So plus y is equal to 7. Now 3 2s are 6 plus y, that's equal to 7. Now y is equal to 7 as it is, and 6 on the other side. So it gets minus sign. So we get y is equal to 7 minus 6, going to be 1. So we have found the value of y. With the finding of the value of y, the sum gets over. So it's a very easy sum. So you need to practice this method thoroughly. So this type of question, once again I remind you, it's going to be 100% question, but not like that. The same questions may appear in the final examination. The equations may be different, but the method remains the same. Hope the 17th question is clear now. Okay, now let's move for the 18th question. Question number 18. Find the 30th term of the AP, and the AP is given already here, 7, 11, 15 and so on, using the formula. So we need to find 30th term. So one more easiest sum from the topic, arithmetic progression. So solution. So first copy the AP. So the given AP is, so it's 7, 11, 15 and so on. Now we need to find the 30th term. So for that we need A. A is nothing but the first term, so it's 7. We need to find the common difference. So common difference will be A2 minus A1. So A2 minus A1. That will be A2 is 11 minus A1 is 7. It means D is nothing but 4. And it's already asked here, as you can see, 30th term. It means n will be equal to 30. So this is very important point. It's asked find the 30th term using the formula. So we need to find 830. So there is a catch in this question, dear students. Many of the students, what they do, as it is asked 830, so directly they go for this. 830 is equal to A plus 29B. So this is not a wrong method, but according to this question, this is the wrong method, because they have clearly mentioned here using the formula. It means you have to write an formula here. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. For writing this formula itself, you're going to get half marks because it's clearly mentioned using the formula. So read the questions very carefully in the final examination. Directly if you go for this, your answer may be correct. So you may get 1.5 marks for this 2 mark question, but you may lose this half marks. So that's why write this formula first, then substitute the value. A as it is, value of n we have it 30, that's equal to A, it's going to be 7 plus n in the sense it's 30. So 30 minus 1, D will be, as we know already, it's 4. So that's equal to 7 plus 30 minus 1. So it will be 29 into 4. So that's equal to 7 plus 29 into 4. It's 116. Now 116 plus 7. It will be 1, 2, 3. It means 123. So this is our 30th term of the given AP. See, one more easiest sum from this board model question paper. So once again I remind you, do not use this method. Okay. So now with this completion of 18th question, now we move on for question number 19. Okay, question number 19. Find the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0 using the quadratic formula. Students, this question number 19, again it's going to be a, remember this point, it's going to be a 100% question for your final examination, that solving a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So do practice this formula and do practice this method. The method is already very easy method, just you need to focus a little bit. You have to concentrate on the minus sign, especially when the equation is having minus sign. So in this given equation, there is no minus sign, so solution will be easy. But if the equation is having a minus sign, you will just be careful while solving. Automatically, the solution will be very easy. Okay, so let's solve this one first. So what we need to do, first copy the given equation. So given equation is x square plus 4x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now we have to solve this equation by quadratic formula. Hope you all know what is the quadratic formula. Before solving this one with the help of quadratic formula, we need to compare this with the standard form of the quadratic equation. That is, this is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now compare these two equations. So in place of a, here in this given equation we don't have any value, that means a is nothing but 1, therefore a is 1. Now compare the value of b, so b is going to be 4. So the value of c will be 5. So once we get the value of a, b, c, now we need to write the quadratic formula. Okay, the quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of, hope you remember this one, b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. So this is a very easy formula and this is a must question. It means the solution of the quadratic equation, finding the solution of a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula will be a definitely 100% question. So practice this formula. Okay, now substitute the values of a, b, c in this equation now. So x is equal to minus b is 4 plus or minus as it is, so square root of b is 4, so we write 4 square because we have a square here, minus 4, a is 1 and the value of c is 5. So substitute the values very carefully. If you substitute any value, something like c is 4 or 1 or something like that, and then definitely the solution will be wrong. So carefully just substitute the values. 2 is 1. So that's equal to, now carefully continue for the solution part. So minus 4 plus or minus square root of 4 square. So 4 square is 16 minus, now 5 4s are, it's 20 by 2 into 1, it's 2. Next, x is equal to, so minus 4, let it be as it is, so plus or minus square root of 16 minus 20, so it will be 4. Here is a catch. If you just write 16 minus 20 as 4, then definitely you are doing a big mistake, because the minus sign is for the greater number. It means you have to write minus 4 for this and upon 2. Next, you may think, sir, we know the square root of 4, but what is the square root of minus 4? You may say minus 2. No, students, it's a wrong answer. So what we need to do then? So just check here, just focus a little bit. X is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of minus 4 can be written as 4 into minus 1, isn't it? You can write like this. So by 2. Then x is equal to minus 4 plus or minus, no, square root of 4. Now we know the value of square root of 4. So we can write 2 outside. But in the square root, do not forget to write this minus 1. So upon 2. Now, can we take anything common here? Yeah, of course, we can take 2 common. So x is equal to 2. If we take common, we'll get this minus sign into table when 4 comes. It's 2's, then plus or minus. This 2 is already out. So here just minus 1 remains upon 2 as it is. So why we have taken 2 common here? You can see here clearly now, so that we can cancel these both. It means x is equal to, so just write the remaining terms, minus 2 plus or minus square root of minus 1. That means, therefore, x is equal to minus 2 plus root of minus 1, or x may be equal to minus 2 minus square root of minus 1. Write this one once with plus and write this one once with minus. So these are the required values of x. So this is the solution of this quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. So a easy sum, it's not that difficult type of sum. So definitely you're going to score 2 marks out of 4 for this. Okay, so this is the end of the 19th question. But in the 19th question, from the question paper, you have one more question that is called OR question. So usually students, if a question is asked, that is the main question if it is asked, and if that question is having a OR question, remember this point, that the OR question will be definitely from that same topic only you are going to get. It means the main question, this one is from quadratic equation. It means the second question, or you can say the OR question, it will be again from quadratic equations itself. So which is that question and how to solve that particular question, let's see now. But in the final examination, no need to solve both the questions, just go for the easiest one. Especially go for such a question which takes less time, because you have to cover 80 marks. That must be there in your mind. Okay, now we'll move for the OR question of the 19th one. Now moving on to the 19th question, and it's an OR question. You already know in the 19th main question we have solved this type of quadratic equation by formula method. Now here it is asked to find the roots of the quadratic equation, this 2x square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0 by the method of completing the square. Okay, the solution. Now first copy the given quadratic equation. It's 2x square plus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, dear students, here the steps which I am going to use may be quite different compared to the steps which your teachers might have used in your school. So almost both going to lead to the same solution only, but the steps may be a little bit different. So what I suggest is, if you understand this method, even it's a very easy method which I use in my teaching, if you find your teacher method is very helpful for you and very easy it is, you can follow that method, no problem. Okay, the first step is, what we have to do is just make this x square's coefficient none, in the sense with the x square not a single number must be there. See, but here we have a 2, so we have to make sure that this 2 must not be there. So for that, what we can do, just we can divide this equation by 2, but that will be not a proper step. So what I suggest is, divide every term. So you can see every term by 2, means on 2, 3, 4 terms are there, so we have to divide every term by 2. Why 2? Because the coefficient of x square is 2. If coefficient of x square is 3, then we'll divide every term by 3. If it is having 4, then we'll divide by every term by 4. So dividing complete equation by 2. Okay, enough. 2x square by 2. So you just divide every term, x by 2 minus 4 by 2, that's equal to 0. Okay, this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, so we get just x square. Now the x square is not having its coefficient. Of course there is a 1 as a coefficient, but not more than 1. Now plus this is x by 2. So what I suggest is just write it like this. So here in the numerator nothing means there is 1. So 1 upon 2 we write the x like this, minus. If we can divide, just go for that. Yes, we can divide 2 1 2 2s, so we get 2 is equal to 0. Next step, just retain this x square as well as x terms here only, and then the remaining term, means the constant term, on the other side of the equal sign. So we get x square plus half x is equal to minus 2. When it goes outside, we get plus 2. Okay, this is the first section of the sum. Next, students, what you have to do is just check this coefficient of x. So the coefficient of x is half. So what we have to do is adding, carefully just follow this step, adding coefficient of x is half, so half, multiply this one by half only. So whatever the coefficient of x you get, if you get not half, just like 2 or -3 or -4, anything like that, just take that coefficient and multiply by half. Every time multiply by half and just make the square of that. So adding half of coefficient of x on both the sides. Okay, this is a very simple method, dear students, because already it is practiced in the school and students have understood this in a very easy way. Just what you have to do is just solve by this method, at least 2 to 3 sums you have to solve, then definitely you're going to love this method. Okay, what do you mean by this step now? So square plus half x, okay, these two parts I have written as it is. Now adding this one now, so plus half of half here, the whole square. So one side we have added, now we have to add even other side, but other side already we have 2, so adding even this side now, plus half of half the square. Okay, enough. So we'll get here x square plus half x plus this 1 into 1 is going to be 1, 2 into 2 is going to be 4, the whole square. Don't square this term, just keep it like this. That's equal to here 2 plus, we just check here, 1 into 1, it's 1, 1 square is 1. Next 2 2s are 4, now 4 square is 16. You may ask, so this side you have just written the term as it is without squaring, and this side you have squared the term. There is a reason, dear student. As you can see, this is nothing but a form of a certain equation. It is this, you have to treat it as a square, this you have to treat it as b square. It is nothing but in the form of a square, as there is a plus, so a square plus 2ab plus b square it is. It means a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the formula for a plus b the whole square. So a plus b in the sense here a stands for x and b stands for 1 by 4. So a means it's x plus b stands for 1 by 4. As you can see, from a square just take x, from this b square just take b. B is nothing but 1 by 4. The whole square, that's equal to, now here now, so you have to take the LCM now. 16 to the, it's 32 plus 1 by 16. Next we get x plus 1 by 4 the whole square is equal to 32 plus 1 is 33 by 16. Now we have to take out the square and write the square root on the other side. So we'll get x plus 1 by 4, that's equal to square root of 33 upon 16, but we have to consider here plus or minus. Then that implies x plus 1 by 4, this part as it is equal to square root of 33. 33 is not a perfect square number, so we'll write plus or minus square root of 33 as it is upon square root of 16. Square root of 16 is nothing but 4. It means we get x plus 1 by 4 is equal to plus root 33 upon 4 once, or you can say x plus 1 by 4 is equal to, now once we have considered this one with a plus sign, now consider this one with the minus sign, minus of root 33 upon 4. Now send plus 1 by 4 on the other side, so we get x is equal to square root of 33 upon 4 plus 1 by 4. When it goes on the other side, we get minus 1 by 4. So x is equal to, as the LCM is same, we can write it as 4 at once. Now we'll write here root 33 minus 1. So further we cannot solve. It means this is one of the root of the given equation. Now on the other hand, x is equal to, we have already minus root 33 upon 4. Now send plus 1 by 4 on the other side, so we get minus 1 by 4. So x is equal to, again as the denominators are same, so LCM will be just the same number, that is 4. Now here minus root 33 as it is, and this minus 1 as we got here minus 1 as it is, just like that. So but the difference is here we have plus and here we have minus. Again further we cannot solve anything. It means this is the final answer. So this is called as completing the square method. Isn't it easy? So just little bit here the twisting point is there, as some of you may be seeing this on the first time. So you may feel this method is a little bit lengthy or something like that. Just try this method on 2 more sums. You are going to love this method. That much easy method I have given you. It's up to you now. Either you follow this method or some schools different method. Even if you have already done it and if you are master already in that, then don't worry, that will be also a correct one only. Okay, so you can follow that one. So this is the end of the 19th question. With this end of 19th question, dear students, will stop this video for this sum. So in this video, we have covered question number 17, 18, 19, and in the 19th question, we have covered 2 sums related to the quadratic equation. It means almost we have solved 4 sums in this part of the video. So if we cover all the 2 mark sums in one video, so the video is going to be very lengthy. So to avoid that problem, we are just making certain parts in this. So in the next part, we'll be solving the remaining questions. So do check our channel, and for that, you need to take any big step. Just you need to subscribe the channel, press the bell icon, and you can share these videos with your friends. Okay, so till we meet in the next video, till then, take care and study well.